Hello, welcome back to Steve's Corner, the new age of crop dusting. Man, me and the baby will watch a lot of different channels on this YouTube thing, and one of them we like to watch is This Farm Wife. And it's her, Meredith is her name, and Lawrence is her husband's name. They got a couple of kids, and they got a little farm in North Carolina, down towards the mountain region. And they raise some cattle. They have a couple of horses. They grow some corn and some beans and stuff like that. It's not a real big operation, but they had a guy on there the other night that was reseeding their corn plot, putting an overcrop on it. A cover crop down is what they were doing for next year. And you know, he used a daggone drone for that. I bet that thing was it's a big sucker, man. It was probably 4 or 5 inches square. Had 4 propellers on it, you know. And it would just pick up and it would go off into the field there. I don't know how many gallons that thing would hold. One of them he had was 10 gallons. The other one was 50, I believe. He had 2 different types. The newest model, I think, would hold 50 gallons. Of pesticide or whatever. Man, it was amazing to watch him run that daggone thing. He had to have like 6 or 7 different licenses, because there's actually a thing called I forget what he called it, agro fertilizing or agro aero or something like that. But he had to have a daggone pilot's license. He's actually covered on the same rules and regulations as a daggone jet pilot that flies you across country. He had to have, same for his health, he had to have a health certificate. He had to be just as healthy as them guys. He had to have a pesticide license. He had to have all kinds of licenses in order to fly that thing. Has to get cleared from the FAA before he can fly it and everything else. Unreal. But he can set that sucker at how far of a distance he wants to spread on each loop. You know, he punches in the diameter or the area of the daggone field and how thick you want to spray it and all this other stuff. Unreal how that stuff works, man. But once he sets it up and he hits go, that thing does it all by itself. I mean, that was amazing, man. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I did a video here a couple years ago about how much I enjoy watching crop dusters. We don't have them around here. Never did, even when it was all mostly farmland. When we had a lot of farmland around here anyways. But down at my granddad's, down in South Carolina, they used a lot of it down there where he was at. And there's a big field across from him, big cotton field. And they used to go fly down there. You could see it from his front porch. I used to get a kick out of I could sit there for hours, man, watching that sucker swoop down over that tree line and spray that field and take right straight back off. It was amazing to watch them guys. I enjoyed the snot out of it. You don't see it very much anymore, not around here anyways. But this new age thing, man, is just unreal what they can do with it. It was fascinating to me. But you know, he went down during these hurricanes here. He went down in some of them hollows over there in North Carolina. They were kind of cut off from everybody else and abandoned, you know. And he was able to drop, I forget how many pounds. I think he said 50 pounds at a time. Supplies down to them people from that drone. They worked 24 hours down there. There's a group of them. He said there was a guy that come from Florida. I don't know where he said the other guy come from. Wisconsin, I believe. But there's an actual group that does that kind of stuff going around for emergency situations like that, and they do it 24 hours a day. They have a group that does it on infrared. They fly over to places at night, seeing where people are at, because it shows up under the infrared camera they got. they marked the coordinates, and the next day them guys are dropping supplies to them. It was just phenomenal what they were able to do. I think it'd be kind of neat to watch one of them suckers run too. I could probably sit there for a long time. But you know, there used to be a show on TV when we was kids called Petticoat Junction. And they had that guy that married the youngest girl. He was a crop duster. And so of course I would like that show because of him. But anyways, man, it's a brave new world out there. Get with it or get left behind, I reckon. But it was impressive. I'd like to see how well that crop does, how well he covered that field. But it was all computer controlled, so it ought to be good. I didn't know they was doing that stuff, man. It's a brand new field. There's not many to do it. But and it comes in handy over on the hillside like that and stuff, where you ain't got a lot of flat land where them crop dusters can do their thing. He can get to places a lot of them planes couldn't, I guess. Sure makes things a little bit easier on the farmer though. And instead of having to do it all by hand, it was just a small field, about 10 acres or something. But I don't know. See, hopefully I run across one of them in our travels, what little they are. Well, anyways, man, y'all take care of yourselves, man. Turn off a little cool down here. It's like 50, 54 or something. Supposed to have a chance of getting into the 30s tonight. That's cold, man. I don't care who you are, that's cold. Tonight and tomorrow night, I believe. I guess fall's here. My little maple tree in the back's all lost all its leaves. It does it every year early, September. I don't know why, but it does. Always has. So I guess it won't be long before I'll be battling the leaves again this year. From now till Thanksgiving, man, I'm busy as heck fighting stuff like that, preparing for winter. But anyways, man, y'all take care of yourselves. We'll talk with y'all later.